We on the mic with Mike. Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? You are on the mic with Mike. I've got to get used to saying that. Okay, what's poppin', y'all? I'm just over here vibing today. It's been a pretty productive day. I got a lot of shit done, so I'm pretty happy. In case you don't know, this is my podcast and you're listening to it. Or then again, you do know because you have to click on a link to get here. But I appreciate you. If you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, comment to my fucking channel. I can use all the help I can get, and I appreciate you for doing it. Okay, so with that being said, today's podcast doesn't really have a purpose. What the I guess the main purpose is to give it some purpose. You guys don't know me, and if you saw my first episode, you probably think this is going to be a sports podcast, but you're thinking wrong. You would definitely be wrong in thinking that. This is not going to be a sports podcast. I just so happen to be a sports fan, so sometimes I talk about sports on this podcast, but that's not what this is going to be about. This is going to be about my general experience in life, period. And what I want to share with you guys is a little bit of everything. We can talk about everything and anything on this podcast, and we're going to talk about everything and anything on this podcast. That's why the first episode was about sports, because I needed to get that shit the freak out of the way. And I'm happy I did. In the meantime, we'll wait for this Jimmy saga to unfold. I'll talk to you about real life scenarios, like who I am and what brought me here. Alright, first and foremost, I am Mike. If you don't know that, then you're kind of slow because this is called On the Mic. But no, I'm Mike, and this is my podcast. Basically a photographer, videographer, barber, and a guy. So that's what we're going to be discussing. Photography, videography, tonsorial arts, and all kind of guy shit, like, cause you know, guys like to listen to other guys talk about guy stuff. So, how old am I? None of your business. Where am I from? I was born in New York. I lived in Miami most of my life. I'm currently in Naples. What do I do for a living? I already told you that. Why do I think you should be listening to me? Is because my life is pretty interesting, and I want to share my thoughts and perspectives with you guys. And maybe you might agree, maybe you might disagree, but either way, it'll lead to some interesting conversation. I need your help. Today, I need to decide on the name of a podcast, or of this podcast. So, if you saw episode 1, you know I called it Mic'd Up, which, while I love the sound of that, like it had a really nice ring to it, somebody already had the motherfucking name. The guy ain't doing shit with the shit, but he's got it. So, because he has it, I can't use it. Some Italian guy, Mic'd whatever. But it's pretty clever because his last name starts with the letter D, so Mic'd Up. I get it. I get why you did it. I get it. Do I like it? No. Do I get it? Yes. So I pivoted. We went away from Mic'd Up. Hold on. Let me hit you with my ideas. Wait. La, 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 la. All right. Yeah, I'm not a singer, so if you're making fun of me right now. So yeah, okay. So my ideas, right? Is my phone beeping? Like, are you guys hearing that? Alright, yeah, I just put it on silent. My bad if I gotta edit that out later, which I probably won't because I'm lazy. But if I do, you know why I did. I don't know how to put my shit on silent before I start podcasting. Okay, so anyway, I was talking about how much I need your guys' help. And what I need your help with is coming up with the name for this damn thing. Because I have no idea what we're calling it. If you heard me open today, I said you're on the mic with Mike, which is option number 1. If it wasn't obvious. Yeah, so it's option number 1. If you know, you know. I got that from somewhere. I am not the originator, but it has a nice ring to it.
Freeze, mother bitches! Don't you move. I'm not understanding.
Nobody has it trademark or copyrighted or none of that, so I'm gonna do it. Alright, or I might do it. We're still working our way through that. Okay, so option number 2. The original name was Mic'd Up, which I liked. So a slight variation from that, which is very small. I added 2 letters, is We Mic'd Up. So, just in case I really, really wanted to keep the name, I wanted to give myself some options so I could keep the name because I did use it in the first episode. So that's just another option. Once again, I'm going to have you guys voting on this in the comment section or whatever you guys do. Vote, comment, like, subscribe, whatever it is. Just do it. All right. Number 2. I don't know if I'm constantly hearing one of my phones beep. And it's like, I thought I silenced you fuckers. Hold that thought.
A few moments later.
All right, guys. So, true story, right? I was trying to be upset that somebody was texting me while I was. Okay. All right, sorry. I just got some Jimmy Butler info, Your boy is kind of locked in over here. Okay, so I was trying to be mad at the fact that my phone was going off, right? Like, people were texting me during my podcast. I'm like, who the fuck are you people? How dare you? But then it was my sister. She said, like, she saw episode 1 and she loved it. She was like, I don't know. It was awesome. All right, anyway. So, I'm back on my bubble. All right, so, you fuckers. All right, so, like I was talking about before we were so rudely interrupted, names for this podcast. Oh, I said rudely interrupted again. It was a pleasant interruption. That was my sister. But anyway. All right, names for this. Shout out, son. I love you. Anyway, names for this podcast. All right. Yeah, so we had already said we mic'd up. That was a variation. I told you initially on the mic. And then last but not least, the first episode, if you saw it, I said this quite a bit. And because I said it so much, I even deleted some of them. Like, I went back and I edited some of them out. So because I said it so much, I thought about naming the podcast with that being said. Like, that would be the name. With that being said. Like, kind of like pardon the interruption, but not pardon the interruption. It's with that being said. Like, that's, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking too much into that and I should just continue to edit that phrase out whenever I use it. But I didn't. I edited out a few of them and I kept the rest. So you're going to hear still quite a few of me saying with that being said in episode 1. And I apologize for that. So I'll make sure in episode 2, which is this motorcycle. Actually, no. All right, so the same day I shot episode 1, I actually shot episode 2. It was about Eric Spoelstra, which I didn't put it out yet because a part of me is like, damn, like, you don't want this to be a sports podcast, but then your first 2 episodes are going to be about sports. Kind of being a hypocrite there, right? Like, welcome back on that one. So anyway, yeah, so I avoided putting out the Eric Spoelstra podcast. I'm probably going to wait a couple of weeks and I'll drop that whenever. His coaching is not going to get any better. So I'll still be able to drop that same information without losing any heat. Okay, so you guys help me pick a name. After you help me pick a name, I'll have a better idea of how to like start this whole podcast off when I do my intro. Cause right now I'm just speaking. I have no idea like what I'm supposed to say when I started. Like, mic'd up was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. That was like a no brainer. That was like if I didn't have the complication about somebody else having the name, I promise you, this would be called mic'd up. So with that being said, I need you to help me pick a new name. All right. So the options. We got 4 of them. Well, actually, not 4 because we're not using mic'd up. So we got 3 of them. We mic'd up. With that being said, or on the mic with Mike. You're on the mic. It's called on the mic, but I would be introing it by saying you're on the mic with Mike. If you know, you know. All right, bet. So we're gonna get off of that boat for a little while. All right, guys. Something I do want to talk to you about, right? Oh wow, people are like really liking my first episode. Like, damn, your setup is on point though. I appreciate y'all, man. I put a lot of work into this bad boy, but it is what it is. All right, so I kind of feel like I'm doing like a like a stream because I'm like literally reading comments. I posted episode 1 today, so that's why all the feedback is coming in right now. Like I literally I was supposed to do it like the first of the year, but it took me a while getting the setup and everything correct, and then learning how to use OBS, and then I had some hiccups that I had to get through. I didn't even know that I needed a video capture card, so go figure. I was like, Mike, what the hell are you doing? I don't know, but now you do. Okay, so with that, I was gonna say it again. I caught myself there. I'm learning. All right. Anywho, There's a couple of things I did want to talk about while I have you here with me, right? So first and foremost, can we take a second to talk about how good a troll Kevin Love is? Like, okay, man, I didn't want this to be about sports again, but bro, his trolling is like so A1. It's like I aspire to be the level of troll that Kevin Love is. Like first of all, his name is Kevin Love. His last name is Love. And this guy is so funny. Like if you look at his last few Instagram posts, like I'm actually gonna post one of them up here. Like I'm like we're gonna watch one right now, and then we're gonna critique it. All right, ladies and gents, welcome to Kevin Love Instagram page, which is I call Entertainment Station. I'm not following him from this page, but I'm definitely following him from my other page, my troll account. So with that being said, I don't know if you guys recall the whole incident that happened between Tyler Herro and Amen Thompson. If you can look right here, this is a small snippet of Amen on the floor after Terry Rozier came to Tyler's defense.
Herro and Amen Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. Ben Sullivan, Rockets lead assistant coach, may have been ejected.
So this is a beautiful troll because this is what Tyler said in the post-game conference. Scoring, throwing dimes, doing the whole thing. And if you don't know what CAW stands for, it means cold blank white boy. Which pretty much Tyler is. That's exactly what he is. He's a cold blank white boy. So with that being said, beautiful troll. I'll give you an 8.5 for that one. Let's take it a step up. So here we have gone to the end of the road. I mean, I think this is self-explanatory. You know, it's a Boys to Men poster with Jimmy, Kyle. Like none of these guys are on the same team anymore, except these two. Like they're still, you know, the last of the Mohicans. Jimmy's about to be out, so yeah, that's actually pretty next level, and that was at the beginning of the beefs. Here we go. This is awesome. If you know anything about the Miami Heat, you already know what reference that was. But this one right here had me rolling. All right, this is in the beginning of the Jimmy problems.
You're Jimmy, right? This is your house?
Sure is.
I'm Winston Wolfe. I solve problems.
Good, we got one.
So I heard. May I come in?
Yeah, please do.
Yo, this is Kevin Love. Like, yo, bro. He gives zero fucks about pissing people off, I guess, because I don't know. I might feel some type of way if I'm Jimmy and I'm going through all this and then you're posting that shit. Like I was like, do you not care? But then again, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of fun going back and forth in that locker room. Like what I can imagine the shit that happened in that fucking locker room. Those boys must be cool as fuck with each other. Guys, this episode's about to be over. I don't know what else to talk to you about, and I think I pretty much discussed everything. At some point, yeah, like I said, the next episodes are they're gonna involve models. Whether I have them on the podcast or I do a podcast about some of the shoots that I've done, which is probably what's gonna happen. It's easier, and I won't have to be at the mercy of anybody else's schedule to get it done. So I'll do that. I'll bring up a couple of podcasts. I'll show you a couple of videos on here, talk you through my process, like how I edit, how I shoot. You know what I mean? Maybe also like what gear I'm using in case you guys are interested. Who knows? Maybe you want to know, maybe you fucking don't. But if you do, like most of my setups are like on the run setups. I'm about efficiency. I like things easy. I like things light. I like things compact. So yeah, we'll get into that. All right, guys, you're on the mic with Mike, but I think I'm gonna cut it. I think that's it. I'm dropping the mic. Oh, one mic. That's another name we should explore. Because all I need is the one mic. Okay, maybe I went too far with that one. Yeah. That's why I'm not funny. This is why I'm not a comedian, guys. I sit here and I fucking talk shit to y'all. Because humor is not really my thing. Funny looking, not funny. But I do want to thank you guys for spending whatever this fucking time was with me. I'm going to drop this episode probably next week. So, in the meantime, hopefully no crazy shit happens. But if it does, I'll drop an episode sooner. Guys, all right, we're done.